Well, hello and welcome to Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. I am super excited to be on with you on tonight on our September 2025 author tour. So listen, tonight we have a very special author that I am super excited to be able to interview on today. So listen, I want you to get this shared out. Share it out with your community. You are leaders of leaders and coaches of coaches. And so tonight, I am super excited to be able to share this opportunity to interview, yes, the CEO of CTR Media Network, the phenomenal Dr. Tina J. Ramsay is in, as they say, the building at the table. Okay, so listen, go ahead and share this out. We're going to be doing our intro and we'll be right back to dive into a conversation with, yes, Dr. Tina J. Ramsay. Y'all are so excited. Yes, I am. All right, we'll be right back. Go ahead and get it shared out to everybody in your neighborhood, okay? All right. Yes, indeed. And we are, yes, interviewing the phenomenal. Hello, Dr. Tina. How you doing?
I am absolutely amazing. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. Super excited on tonight. This is our second full week of having amazing authors on our platform, our tour, our author tour. So, you know, I'm super excited. And I get a chance to sit and talk with you.
Oh, nah, you so sweet. I absolutely love coming, stopping by your show and just chit-chatting and having a good time. I just love it.
That is exactly what we're going to do. I got my coffee over here. Yes, I do. And this one, it says, let all that you do be done with love. Listen, everybody, tonight is the night. I'm super excited. Yes, we are Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. We are powered by CTR Media Network, where we are heard in over 350 million viewers worldwide. Yes, in over 100 countries globally. This is our platform where we honor authors and speak with them and share their stories, authors, anthology book projects. And most of all, y'all know, I say it's for you. Why do I say that? Because you just might be looking for a good book to read. Well, audience, if you've never met this amazing young lady that is sitting in front of me, sitting alongside me on your side of the screen and with me here on the virtual table, I am going to be talking with Dr. Tina J. Ramsay. Dr. Tina, listen, you've been busy, lady. You've been real busy. We're going to talk about some new stuff. You got a book that actually was released earlier, but you're on a book tour as well as an event tour. Come on, I'm going to share with the audience a little bit about who you are, but come on and greet our audience, if you will. I'm going to do some sharing.
All right. Well, you guys, I am so happy. Sandy, thank you so much for having me on your show. I absolutely love it. This show is one of the shows that I always make sure when I have anything that I want to share, I have to stop by this show because ever since my first time coming on here, you know, I'm like, okay, this is a show I gotta put in my little, okay, I'm finna age myself, my little Rolodex. Anyway, absolutely love it. For those of you who may not know who I am Dr. Tina J. Ramsay, the CEO of CTR Media Network. We specialize in helping authors, coaches, speakers, and content creators, which are podcasters, get their message out to the millions, right? We actually reach 350 million households, currently in 140 plus countries. And we have an impactful message. Every single podcaster, every single TV host, is someone that is indeed making a lasting impression on the earth. And that is the heartbeat of CTR Media Network. It's not me, it's God first, and then the people, which is Sandy and the other podcast and TV hosts that make CTR Media Network what it is today. Because one person, you can do a little bit
Yeah. Yeah.
difference. When you come together with other people, that's how you make a lasting impact. So I'm grateful for everyone who has been on the platform, who is currently on the platform, and the ones who will come on the platform.
Yes, and I'm super excited. We have you and I, and you all. I interviewed Dr. Tina. I got to know Dr. Tina through her being she was on a speaker tour for an event, and the event was a virtual event, and I was really just getting started, y'all. I was so green in this interviewing world and podcast. We didn't call it podcasting back then. I didn't know. I didn't. All I knew, I was going live, and I had people on the other on the other side of the screen, and I was talking to. But you know what? It pulls something. It was like an alter ego kind of thing in my brain, because it shifted when I began to talk behind this computer laptop screen and the camera and all of that. It was as if I came into my element and my rhythm as being someone that enjoyed a conversation, that enjoyed talking and finding out about people. So that is how I met you. You were a guest on an event, and you were a speaker, I believe, at their event. And from there, we built a relationship, and it's been on ever since. We've been connected and walking. Now I really think about it, we've been walking along this thing together ever since. In some kind of way, I would look and your name would be on the list from another event, and we just got to know each other this way. And podcasting, and you've been doing that for years, for many years. And like I said, even before we called it in the streaming world, because I've only been at it, I still feel like that I'm still new, because it's forever evolving, and we'll get into that about the world of podcasting. But tell us how podcasting has changed, I guess, the way of communicating and bringing about conversation. And I want you to, if you can, let us know what your journey has been like as a podcaster, because she has a book out, and the book she has several books, but this one here we're going to be talking about tonight is 7 Steps to Launching Your Podcast. And so tell us about the podcasting world a little bit. Give us a backdrop.
So for me, when I first started podcasting, believe it or not, I was green as well. I went to podcasting because I had the weight of the world on my shoulders. I just got over having a stroke, being partially paralyzed, having amnesia, just starting to grasp the real world again, just learning how to talk and walk again. And I knew I needed therapy, but I was afraid to go because of how people look at therapy. Oh, you losing it. And I knew I needed to go, and I knew that I needed an outlet, but I was afraid to go to therapy. So,
and was it physical therapy that you were going to? I'm looking for my paper over here because I
wasn't afraid to go to physical therapy. I'm talking about going to a psychiatrist, a therapist that helps you with your.
Got it. I got you. Okay, so
a therapist that helps you with your mental health, because I had just got finished having a stroke.
Yeah.
And I was recuperating. I still was learning how to walk, how to talk, all the good things, being a mom, a new mom. And it just was very, very difficult. I didn't want to talk to my parents about it because they was trying to help me. I didn't want to talk to my husband about it because he was worried about me. And of course I couldn't talk to my little babies, my little baby. So I was like, who can I talk to? Because I was always that friend that everyone else came to. to help them, and I had no source. So I started doing podcasting as a way to kind of hide behind the veil, so to speak, to be able to purge, like I like to call it, get my feelings out, and
Yeah,
thinking no one was really watching or no one was really listening, because it wasn't watching at that time. They were just listening. So I didn't think anyone was listening, but little did I know people was listening.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, and they were listening, and you have interviewed hundreds and thousands of people. Y'all, Dr. Tina, I broke my glasses, so we're gonna have this conversation. I did. So you're gonna see me go in and out. Yeah, okay. So just for one of y'all, I have two sets of glasses, and I broke my glasses, and I have these ones that have glare on it. But Dr. Tina, you have interviewed hundreds and thousands of individuals. Share with us, and again, we're going to talk about podcasting, and we're going to highlight our book, and then we've got some other new information. By the way, you all, we are sponsored by I Speak Her Totes. We're going to be sharing. We have advertisers and spotlight and sponsors. We're really, really excited about this newness, and God has really breathed on our platform. And so we do want to acknowledge our sponsors. Yes, I Speak Her Totes, P. Hankins LLC, and we also have Be Blessed Culture. And so we do want to give homage and highlights to our sponsors on tonight, and you'll be hearing from their information. But let me get back. Hundreds of people, talking to hundreds of people. And what would you say was the most impactful interview that you've done?
There were so many, because I would say this, all of the interviews had a universal core.
Okay.
My interviews that I actually do, even if it's a celebrity or influencer down to the mom and pop's store on the corner, it has always been for that I wanted to share the story about who they are, who they really are, right? What they want to leave, where their children's children can come back and watch and listen to. And so all the interviews were special. One of my most memorable celebrity ones was Melba Moore, right before she actually got her Hollywood star. I actually knew about it, but way before other people knew about it, because they came to my show. And just hearing the humanness of her with everything that she has done with a Tony Award winning stuff. And she was just so humble, and just hearing her journey and understanding that I was giving her, her flowers. And she was like, well, Tina, I'm going to be honest with you. She said, I was afraid. I was scared. I just did it. And it just hit me that no matter who you are, no matter what walk of life, we all have that fear. We all have a level of doubt. But it's just something that push us to keep going. My compass is God. Your compass is God, which I know. But it's something that push you when you know you're on assignment. And she was that was memorable. And then multiple people that actually we share some tears, we share some laughs, we share some pain together. It's just the humanness of communicating with people. Many people say when they come on my show, it's like they already know me, because I really like to listen. I want to hear them, and I want the audience to be able to grasp who they are at their core, and that you see them in a different light, all the time positive, because I'm all about positivity, but how they was able to get through, and how you can too. So all of the interviews have done something for me personally, as well as for the viewing and listening audience who participate. But I don't have any one, because it's thousands at this point, but they all are special, because as they was growing, I was growing, and I was learning as they was learning. So
yeah. And I love, and a lot of things that you were just mentioning. Here's the one thing you said something, because I interviewed earlier today, I interviewed Dr. Sandra Stinson, Rick Stenson out of the Chicago area. She has a new book that talks about disrupting. It's the imposter syndrome, and of course, our age, her and mine, we didn't know what that was. This word imposter syndrome just started popping up, say, a few years ago. And one of the things that you mentioned and that she is saying seems like a theme is that no matter, there was something that pushes us, that no matter how we were thinking of that voice in our head, the inner critic, we come to a point in our life that we have to show up. And in spite of what you had experienced, having a stroke, having a new baby, and then just not even sharing with your spouse that this is what I'm dealing with, and I'm afraid to go to therapy. But yet you took this leap of faith and begin to do something that has become a global, listen, I'm part of something that's global. I'm telling you. And that is, of course, stepping out of your podcast and then bringing others in. And we're going to talk about that, bringing others in. CTR Media Network is birthed out. First, there's the Tina Ramsay show, which you're interviewing people even still, but it's at a different level now. And so that's why, you've interviewed a lot of people, and interviewing Melba Moore is phenomenal. Those of you that are tuning in, and I'm going to be getting some shares out here so we can get some people in here in this conversation. But I am with Dr. Tina J. Ramsay on tonight. We're on with Dr. Tina J. Ramsay on tonight. And so give me a moment. We're going to do a commercial. And then after we do that, we will be dipping and diving more into this conversation about her book. And that book, of course, as we have mentioned, is the 7 steps of launching, 7 steps to launch your podcast. Plan, record, and publish. I love it. I love it. One moment, and let's hear from one of our sponsors. Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy podcast, now sponsored by P. Hankins LLC with Coach Pamela Hankins. Divine Transformation, Walking in Faith, Prayer Purpose, Signature Coaching Program. So be sure to tune in to our next episode of Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy podcast, where you will find authors, anthology book projects, and most of all, I say that it is for you. Why? Because you just might be looking for a good book to read.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Jonathan Haynes, and I'm so honored to be a sponsor for Book Talks with Sandy Sanders. I am offering my services to you. Yes, you heard that right. I am the Songbird of the South, Gospel Award-winning recording artist, 5-time international best-selling author, motivational speaker, educator, mental health coach, vocal coach, and I'm offering my service to you. Yes, you heard that right. You can reach me at phone number 228-313-9068 or reach me by email, sbirdproductions56@gmail.com. I'm looking forward to connecting with you, and let's continue to support Dr. Sandy Sanders with Book Talks with Sandy Sanders. God bless you all.
Yes, Dr. Jonathan Haynes. If you are looking for someone, yes, listen, he's a multi-time award-winning author, singer, awards, and as being an author and speaker and psalmist. And yes, so if you're looking for that person, reach out. Yes, Dr. Jonathan Haynes. Those of you that are tuning in with me on tonight, so we're about to dive into it. We're getting ready to get into this because I want to talk about this book. Yes, Dr. Tina. Okay, so this book here, 7 Steps to Launching Your Podcast. Why did you find that we needed, and I say we needed, and by the way, it came out on my birthday too in July, but why now? And you've got other books under your belt, naturally, but yeah, why did you find that this type of book, it's a quick read, short read, but so powerful? Let's go ahead and dive in. 7 steps to launching your podcast.
Well, for those of you who may not know, I already have a 5-time award-winning best-selling book that's called The Power of Podcasting, Unlocking Tips and Strategies for Podcast Success. You know, the photo where I'm like this. Okay.
Yeah.
With my serious face.
Oh,
However,
baby,
that
she is. She's
is
seriously looking this. Yes.
yeah, okay. For those of you who want to know how it looks, this is the book right here, right? Because I know you're probably saying, "How does it look?"
I'm
Okay,
getting ready
it's the
to pull
book.
it up. Yep.
And so that is the book. And that is what I call an educational guide. It's more like a textbook. It's a workbook, part book, right? And even though that book received many awards, it had helped so many different people. What I found now is people want quickness. Okay. They want it to be quick. And
Okay.
so, as we have been bringing more people onto the network and onboarding, I literally use different pieces of this book. And so, the team and I was practicing onboarding various different new members.
Okay.
And we found that we literally pulled out various different things from the book and found out that people need simplicity.
Yeah.
They want it quick. They want it fast. They don't want to be overwhelming. They live a fast-paced life. And so 7 steps for people, because many people stop when they see something thick. So this is a quick read. This is directly to the point. It gets you what you want to start your podcast. You can literally sit down in one day, follow the steps, and have a podcast by the end of the day. Or you can take one step a day for 7 days and have your podcast at the end of the week. This is the reason why I want you to get out of your own way. I hear so many excuses on, I'm going to start 2026. I'm going to start 2026. No, you need to start now, because there are people on the earth that is only going to move when they hear the sound of your voice. I don't care if I say it, Dr. Sandy says it, it's not going to move them, because we all are assigned to different groups of people that is only going to move when we take the initiative to do what we are called to do. So this book is just simply an easy read to get you to point A to point B quicker and faster without you getting overwhelmed, without the excuses, so that you can get out of your own way. And then many people always ask me, what kind of equipment do you use? All this different stuff. So we have that in the back. We also have a video course in the back as well. We have a 4-week planner that you can just rinse and repeat. If you want to know how to plan out your podcast, we also have other little things in here that will be very beneficial for you when you are just starting out, or even if you are already a podcaster and you just want to kind of freshen up on the things that you know or the things that you may not know. This book is that book. It's been selling like hotcakes. It's been selling like hotcakes. And this is my second official interview with this book. But that's the reason why, because at the end of the day, you want to know how to launch your podcast. You want easy steps. You need a plan. You need to record, how to record. And then you just need to do the last step, which is publish, so that other people can hear your message, that you can help the people. And so this book is just simple, all about that, getting you from point A to point B quicker and faster. And of course, if you want some more meat and potatoes, we have the big educational guide workbook. And of course, you can join the network, and I do training and everything like that. And you can get one-on-ones with me on your podcasting journey. So that is the reason why. And I wanted people to stop having excuses, because we can make up 1,000 excuses on why we shouldn't do something or when we should do something. And the time is now. The time is now. And so some people might have this excuse, well, I can't afford your coaching. Well, you can't, but that's okay. You can afford this. You can afford this. Okay. And you can do this. And so I always make sure that I have, and I think about the community, that I always have something that I like to say, you can get in where you fit in.
Right.
You can't do this, but you can definitely do that. Now I call it my checkmate move. Checkmate. Now it's on you. Now, hey, it's off my hand. I did what God told me to do. I did it. So now it's your move. Are you going to do what you was called to do, or are you going to sit back and still have the excuses?
I love it. No, and I was right. That's exactly what I was writing. No more excuses. You can't. One of the things that I knew I wanted to be a podcaster, Dr. Tina. I knew I wanted to be one. I just didn't know how, or, after interviewing so many people for so many years, and we got to that point that I wanted to take the show, because that's what I was calling it at that time. Book talks with Sandy, coffee conversations. I knew I wanted to do the next level, and I got myself prepared, and you presented the opportunity, and I am where I am now because of being along on this ride, being in it and being committed and saying, okay, you can take us where we need to go. And I trusted you. I trusted this young lady, y'all. And it is because of her and her team, because she doesn't do it alone. She has a phenomenal team. You got people that help and bring us, the podcasters, where we are. And I want to say it on behalf of all of us. Thank you so much indeed. Thank you. Listen, you've got an event coming up. I want to share. Are there any points? Any points we want to bring out on the book? I know before I do that, before we talk about your event, is there any specific points? I wanted to, I was looking for my copy. On my copy, I have the ebook. And I was looking for my ebook. So any specific points? We know that there are 7 steps. Let's highlight maybe 2 steps out of the book that
I'm going to do first. The very first thing, the hardest thing is to get the thing out of your head onto paper. Habakkuk 2:2 is golden. Write the plan, make it plain. Write it down, make it plain. So the very first thing is I need you to sit down and really be true with yourself to figure out what is it that you want to do. That's step 1. What is it that you want to do? But the thing is, you need a podcast with what? You need a podcast with a purpose. You do not need to be starting a podcast just because you want to be seen or different stuff like that. We're not talking about vanity. We're talking about impact. So who can you help? And you need to shape your podcast around that particular thing. So if it's your business, if it's a topic, if it's community, mental health, books like Dr. Sandy does, whatever it is, that thing that you do that you have saw that it can actually help people, then build your podcast around that. So the very first step is the plan, okay? The next step is, because I'm actually helping you walk through this process of how to do a brain dump and everything like that. The next step is step 2. I need you to come up with a name for your podcast that will be self-explanatory for what it is that you do. It either can be named, if you're a business owner, it can either be named after your business as an extension of your brand. If you have a podcast or you do a certain thing in the industry, like for example, Sandy is a award-winning podcast and TV host, but she's very specific on what she does. She builds and bring in coaches, speakers, podcast hosts like myself, and TV hosts that does books. Okay, so what is it that what is your thing? And she also loved coffee. So guess what she did? She put her both worlds, coffee and books, together and came up with Book Talks, Coffee Conversation with Sandy. So what is it that you're doing that will make sense? And have you already been building an audience already? So if you're a person who have already been building the audience already, and people already know you about a specific thing, then that is a good indicator. That is a way that you can build you a show around that, a podcast or TV show. Okay. Don't try to go and reinvent the wheel and try to be fancy and create something that nobody know anything about. If people know you, then build a show around you. If people know your nonprofit, your book, or your brand, build it around that, because they have already began to be connected with you based upon that. And then you just bring on, if you want to have a guest-based show, You decide if you want to interview like Sandy does and like I do, or you want to have a solo show where it's more like commentary and memoir and sharing story, but it's one-on-one. You have to make the decision on how you want to do it. The cool thing is that I love about podcasting is that you don't have to stay the same way. So you may start doing the show by yourself, but later on you might graduate and say, I want to start interviewing people. Guess what? The world of podcasting is very, very flexible. You can definitely do that. And one thing that I want people to really get to is that when you are doing your podcast, I need you to think about how long you want your show. Can you get through everything that you want to get through to be able to help the people in 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or is it going to take an hour? Be honest with yourself because you want to take your audience on a journey and you don't want to rush it. You want to build rapport. So the first 2 steps, like I said, is number 1, you want to podcast with a purpose. Number 2, you want to name your podcast. And number 3, you need to get to know your listeners. Who are your listeners? Who are the people? Like I said, do you already have an audience or do you have to build an audience? Based upon where you currently are will determine what you need to do next. It's all in this book. It's all in the book. So go check out the book. I'm actually asking you a variety of different questions. And most importantly, I wanted to add something a little bit different because with mindset development, when you're pushing yourself to do something new, you have the biggest critic you have is yourself. And so I have a Bible verse. I also have affirmation so that you can get your mind in the right place because we have to renew our mind every single day. And then also I have the questions and I have a simple to-do list for you to be able to check the things off. And please check it out because it's something about seeing that you finished something that motivates you to keep on going. I don't care if it's one thing, but you say, I did that one thing. Be happy with that one thing so you can look back so it can motivate you to keep on going.
And that's celebrating those small wins. And you're taking may look at it kind of like there's a book that we were learning with Dr. Nikki that's Eat the Frog. And we did a book study on that. And so this, I also call it like the elephant, like a big piece, a chunk, taking the one step at a time, achieving that goal, and then celebrate on, like you said, I finished it, I checked it off, and I can now move on to the next. Yeah. Absolutely. So podcast with a purpose. Yes. And then I like that last point that you were saying, get to know your listener. Well, we have people who listen to our platform who enjoy books, even the authors themselves. I love it, Dr. Tina, how the authors will come through and support each other. I think right there, that just blesses me. So when I can look up in the audience and there's another author in and supporting the authors, there's always that's happening. Well, everyone, I want you to see this lady, this podcaster in action. She doesn't know that I'm doing this, but I'm going to share. Yeah, because you lead by example for sure. So let's watch a clip of the amazing Dr. Tina Ramsay as a podcaster. Okay, let's go ahead and take a listen.
Even though he's an architect, as a podcaster, as an entrepreneur, we all can learn from what you built. We all can learn from what you built. So with that being said, your story was very inspiring because I want you to take us back to when you was laid off during the recession, and what type of mindset did you have to kind of get that bounce back to shift your mind to start building the F9 Productions into the powerful firm that you have today?
There you see it. She's at work. Oh my goodness. So,
oh my God, this Lance from HGTV. From HGTV. Yeah. Actually watching. He won awards for the little homes that he built because they're really popular. That man is so humble.
I saw that. Yes, I looked at the interview. Yeah.
for all the things that he has already done, and HGTV and all these different things that was formed around. I'm like, and his compass is God too. And I love it.
Yes, yeah, and that's what he was saying. It's all because of God. All because of God. Kept saying, all because of, yep. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
me too. Everything
yeah.
that I'm doing is not that I'm somebody super duper uber special. No, it's not that. It's just that God, when you are obedient and heed the call that He gives you,
Tell me about it. Yeah,
make you look like you just a superhero. Like he makes me look very, very good. But I'm very clear. Everything with CTR Media Network, everything that I have ever done, everything that I will do is because of the grace of God, and it's because He is blessing my effort from obedience. As long as I'm obedient, this is what happens. And so I am just grateful. And all the honor, glory, and praise go to Him. Period. With an exclamation mark.
Period. That's it. All praises. I love it. I love this. Those of you, yes, you're listening to. You just saw a little itty bitty clip of Dr. Tina in this amazing interview that she shared. Yes, that she interviewed the Lance from HGTV. So we got some other things that we're going to talk about. Of course, we want individuals to purchase the book. And so listen, we're going to put that over in the chat where you can just simply click onto the link and go ahead and purchase the book. Yes, you can find the book on Amazon. She can, Dr. Tina, you'll put in the link in the chat where you can purchase it directly from Dr. Tina as well. And so we're going to hear from our sponsor, I Speak Her Totes. And after that, we're going to share something great and fantastic is about to happen in Columbia, South Carolina on October the 11th. We're talking about the Media and Wealth Summit. Yes, Build a Brand Podcast. Fund the dream, leave a legacy. Absolutely. And we're talking about the one and only Dr. Tina J. Ramsay, who will be hosting right along with Michelle Green of KBBU University. And so listen, we're going to be sharing and talking about that momentarily. But let's hear from a new sponsor alert. I Speak Her Totes. Sponsor alert. We're thrilled to welcome I Speak Her Totes, designed by Dr. Nikki Ziegler, as the newest sponsor of Coffee Conversations with Sandy and Book Talks podcast. For women who are bold in the boardroom, powerful in the prayer room, and confident at the brunch table, this brand was made for you. I Speak Her Totes you can find at ispeakhertotes.com and all social media platforms. Welcome, I Speak Her Totes. Yes, I Speak Her Totes. We thank Dr. Nikki for being one of our sponsors of yes. And also you can find her the Convo Christian Talk Show every Monday night, where she is also a part of the CTR Media Network. We just never know when Dr. Nikki gonna show up.
No, she is visibility, honey.
Visibility.
The visibility queen. Yes. I used to try to call myself visibility back in the day, but I said, let me just relinquish that title, honey, and just be.
Listen, visibility. Listen, I look up and I say, okay, here she over here. As we said, you just never know when the Convo Christian Talk Show will show up. Yeah. And of course, you can, if you've got a TV that has a Roku channel, of course, you can go ahead and download the CTR Media Network, and you can find the complete lineup of all the podcasters in various channels, various categories. And that's all the wonderful things about the CTR Media Network, that not only you can watch it streaming on your phone and on devices and mobile devices and tablets, but you literally can sit on your couch and sit back and watch some amazing talk shows. We've got an event coming up, Dr. Tina does, and we're super excited. That's coming up in October. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to let you share Yes, and listen, tickets are still available. It's going to be a sellout, but tickets are
Yeah.
still available. So I'm going to yield back and bring this up on my screen here, and I'm going to let you take it away.
All righty. So you guys, the Media and Wealth Summit was actually created to celebrate our amazing podcasters and TV hosts here on CTR Media Network. And Michelle Green from KBBU University, it was actually built so she can show her, we can celebrate our people, like Dr. Sandy and so many other podcasters that we actually have. And she has clients as well. So it's not just us learning, it's a celebration. The Media and Wealth Summit is all about putting the right people in the room, having the right information, giving you the answers, and giving you the how, and providing access and having a good time at the end of the day. So on our lineup, we have Dr. Nikki Ziegler, which is our visibility expert. And if you don't believe it, honey, go check down her timeline. You will see that she is the queen of visibility, but she's not only visibility, but she is also our host for this amazing event as well. And so then we have Dr. Michael Finkley. He is our brand specialist, or I would say our branding expert. So if you want to know why logos is important, what exactly is branding, how can you build $1 million brand, then you definitely need to look at Dr. Michael Finkley, because he is not only a podcaster and TV host on CTR Media Network, he's also a radio personality on the Jamal Bakes morning show. He is also a Grammy nominated artist, and he has a plethora of different awards for podcast and TV, and he also is a singer. So he was able to build this brand over a period of time, and he's going to be explaining it. Then we have another one of our podcasters, which is Shayna Asby. She is our connections expert. So how do you bridge together the communication between the host and the audience, communication with people in general, and also how do you transition that in your communication if you have a business? And if you do have a business, communicating with your customers and clients, and then in turn communicating with your staff and your employees, your independent contractors. How do you do it, and how do you do it effectively? She's going to help with that. Then we have on Michelle's side, Michelle Green from KBBU. She is actually going to be speaking about credit from the personal side, because I don't want you guys to get it wrong. This is not just about entrepreneurs and podcasters and TV hosts. This is also about the individual. Yes, the individual that work a regular traditional 9-to-5 job, first, second, or third shift, that want their money to start working for them, and they not just working for the money. Having their money start doing the things where they can actually build and scale and grow and leave a legacy, even if you don't have any desire to be an entrepreneur or podcaster. She's going to teach you about credit from the personal side and also the business side. She's going to be teaching you about trust funds. She's going to be teaching you about real estate investments. And then we're going to go down to Lee Williams, which is an amazing wealth expert, well over 6-figure earner. He's going to be explaining to you how can you build wealth. And even if you are working 9-to-5, even if, because you're under the impression that many people feel you have to have thousands of dollars in order to start incurring wealth for yourself, but it's just simply not true. He's going to explain to you how to do it and how you can do it with what you already have. Then we have Dr. Mary Hancock. She is our grant expert, because we hear all the time about just get a grant, just get a grant, just get a grant. But really, how do you do that? What is the system, the formation that you actually need in order to qualify for grants? Do you have to have this? What do you have to have? How does it look? She actually going to be explaining that to you. But not only that, she is going to literally be giving away grants at this event. Yeah, you heard what I said. She's going to be giving away grants at this event. So you need to make sure that you go ahead and get your tickets. But not just that. We're going to have entertainment. We got DJ Prince Ice, which is renowned here in Columbia, South Carolina. We having acting. We having singing. We having comedy. We having, listen, it's like a family reunion. We got like cookout food, hot dogs, veggie burgers, ribs, macaroni and cheese, salad, bean. Listen, you're going to be fed good. Now, if you on a diet, I think you need to let yourself have a cheat day.
Right.
Just let yourself have a little cheat day, because it's going to be worth it. Then you can dance it off a little bit. When we have our dancing part, we're going to have giveaways and everything like that. We're giving away electronics. We just got 2 cameras in today that we're going to be giving away at the event, but that's not our other stuff that we're giving away. It's going to be something that is transformational. Yeah. It's something that you're going to remember, and it's going to be history making, because now you're going to be in the room with people who really want to see and help you win. And then we have
joining us, this Dr. Nikki. She don't stop by to say hey to us.
The expert. Yes, like when y'all look up in the Webster dictionary and you look up the word visibility, you see her photo.
You see her.
Look. She knows what she is doing, and she is just, Dr. Nikki is just so much fun. But she's all about God's business, and she's all about helping you, right? So you're going to have fun, but she's also going to be teaching you as well. So everybody that is literally on, that is actually teaching, is actually better than me. And I surround myself with people who are better than me. That's my secret sauce. If you want me to give you a tip, if you want me to give you a tip today, stop being afraid of being the person who know the less in the room if you're in the room with the right people.
Yes. Yeah.
Around myself with people who know more than me. Yeah. And that is how I've been able to climb so quickly, because I had to humble myself. I don't need to be the smartest one in the room. I'm one of the smartest, but I don't have to be the smartest. And there where I can learn and be able to help the people that I'm here to help more effectively, because I don't know everything. I don't know everything.
And I love it how you'll, as being a part of the network, here comes my plug for the being a part of the CTR network, is that the team is there. You do have knowledge. You have the knowledge of building it from ground up, but then there's other things that when it comes to marketing, when it comes to setting up a podcast as a business and you have a team that, as you said, there are things that you know, but you also have no problem and bringing in experts that will help us get to that level. And that I love over the years. And that's why I'm saying we are where we are, where we are. And I say it so humbly is, this is how we became a #1 podcaster, a part of the network. And it is because I put in the work.
Yes, you did.
And put in the work, and some of it was by trial and error, but I put it in the work. But I stepped out and did it instead of sitting on the sideline and just watching. So for that, I am ever so grateful. So listen, if you are anywhere near Columbia, South Carolina, I encourage anyone to come on and be with us and meet us in Columbia, South Carolina, October. Here it is right here. I'm going to take, let me see. Y'all bear with me here. I'm going to take us off of sharing so I can bring up this. It's made it as a background, and we all, okay. I got to do it. Let me bring us StreamYard has kind of changed a little bit. They got some new stuff going on and some buttons. And if I touch too much, then I'll make it go away. So, but y'all saw it just fine. You'll find the summit, also summit information on CTRMediaNetwork.com. You can find, go ahead and get your ticket, even VIP up, and get the benefits that come along. Just don't come in just to sit on the sideline, but get that VIP ticket, okay?
Yes.
Get that tickets so you can have the VIP experience for sure, for sure, for sure. And so, yes, indeed, I'm super excited about what is about to take place on October the 11th. Well, Dr. Tina, I'm just super excited to have you here with me tonight. And I'm looking to see, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. And I am going to share my screen. We've got another interview behind you, and so I'm super excited about that. But I am going to ask, is there any last words that you want to share before, as I'm sharing my screen now? What would you like to share with our audience?
I just want you to get out of your own way. For everyone that's watching, we have some people that's been sitting on the sidelines of their own life for a very, very long time. It's time for you to move forward and be able to do the things that you know that you're called to do. Podcasting is one of those mediums, one of those platforms that you can literally be in the comfort of your own home and be able to permeate the four corners of the world. You don't even have to leave your home. You can literally do this from the comfort of your home and use it to be able to use this media in order to make a lasting positive impact. And go ahead and get your tickets today so that we can see you in the room. I'm so happy to have Sandy. She will be there giving some of our red carpet experience. Now I'm going to let you know right now, because we celebrating Sandy too. She ain't gonna be interviewing all day. So when she do her interview, you go ahead and you get the interview. But then once the time is up, the time is up. So time is of the essence, because this is also her celebration. But she is going to be interviewing at the event as well. So I'm just eternally grateful. Go to www.ctrmedianetwork.com. Get your tickets. If you can't be at the event, then buy the swag bag, and so that we can put your business card or your samples inside of our over 300 bags, and people can still get that visibility and the advertisement. There are many times I can't be at certain events, but if they have a swag bag, I put my stuff in their swag bag. Why? It's because I understand the power of visibility. I understand that visibility is currency.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand that. Well, get in where you fit in. If you would like to become a sponsor, you can do that. And bring a friend. Just don't come by yourself. Bring a friend.
Yeah.
Bring a friend and meet our amazing podcasters and TV hosts in person. I'm just excited and very, very humbled and excited about seeing some of you for the first time in person. But I want to warn you, I am short, so don't be surprised.
She's giving you a forewarning that God made her a certain height. Okay, so don't be shocked or surprised. Okay.
Yeah, I'm the same. People always say that. Two things. They say, you're the exact same person that we see on social media. I'm like, yeah, it's too much work to be somebody else. And I say, but number two, you guys feel like since I'm a slender woman, I have the illusion, because my legs are long and I'm slim, long arms, long legs, that people automatically think that I am like this beautiful, long Amazon tall lady. And then when they come and meet me, they're like, oh.
Do you see facial expressions?
And one person's like, you're so cute and teen. Oh my God, you're so cute and teen.
No.
I'm like, yeah, I know. I get it all of the time.
All the time. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, listen, I want to thank you for taking time on your busy schedule to come and share with our audience on tonight. We will be in replay, but listen, you all, if you would like to know more, follow Dr. Tina. She can be found on all social medias. Her name precedes her. She's definitely a woman of excellence, a woman of faith, and a woman of integrity. We're so honored to be a part of the CTR network. I am the podcaster that I am today by being a part of the CTR Media Network. She's taken our platform and just her team. I say they make me look mighty good.
Yeah, congratulations, Sandy, on being number one. And that is not an easy feat. She's being very modest right now, but I can brag on her. She got over like 20-something thousand views on our network in 28 days. So that is not, some people can't get 20,000 views in a year. You know, so we're talking 28 days. And so it just speaks to the caliber of her heart, the caliber of her work, and the people who she has impacted, because it's an interchange of encouragement. You know that the people who come on the coffee conversation with Sandy, they love her. We love you. And so at the end of the day, it is an interchange of encouragement. And this is just one show that no matter what I'm doing, I'm coming back. And I came that one time. Shout out to Karen Cherry, Dorothy Wilson, and Tiffany D. Bell, because that's actually how I met you, by speaking on their platform with the Success Women Conference. Yep. That was my first initial introduction to you. And then after that, because I was speaking about podcasting and speaking about visibility too, which I still do speak about visibility. It's just a certain part of it, which is dealing with podcasting, TV, and media. I leave the other stuff down, Nikki, because I just stay in my lane. But anywho, but that's how we first initially met. I met her through my public speaking, and then later on it became the magazines and the books, and then the podcast and the network, and then the rest is history. But we thank you for everything that you're doing, Sandy, providing a place for us authors to be able to share what we do. So I don't ever want you to feel like it's a small thing what you do. It's huge to the people who you're making a difference with, like myself and everyone else who we keep coming back. So that speaks volumes. We keep coming back. And it's a lot of shows out there. So we keep coming back. Like, wait, I gotta go have a conversation with Sandy.
I got a book coming out. Sandy, are you when can I get on? When can I get on? And so we do.
Yes, but that to the quality of your show too. So take it in. I know that you sometimes just get everybody else creative.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that off camera.
Yeah. So listen, I do want to thank you. And speaking of, you listen, you all stay tuned when we're going to be wrapping up this conversation with Dr. Tina, and we'll be bringing on another guest right after. His name is Royce Dixon Sr., who has an amazing book. And so we're going to be talking about that book. But before we end our conversation with Dr. Tina, I first of all, again, want to say thank you. And any last words that you would like to share with our audience before we end our interview and conversation?
Well, thank you for allowing me to come on your show. You guys go pick up your book today. For those of you who are ready to get started with your podcast, and everyone else, make sure that you go and get your tickets today. And if you already have a streaming show and you're ready to take it to the next level, to television, Amazon Fire TV, Roku TV, Android TV, Apple, iOS app, Google Play, web app, and all social media platforms, as well as podcasts. And then come on over to CTR Media Network, where our content meets impact. And thank you for having me today, Sandy. Check us out today at CTRMediaNetwork.com and download our free app to watch our amazing TV show and podcast hosts, because their shows are truly incredible. You will learn. You will be inspired. So go check them out. Oh, and YouTube channels, because they have extra content on their YouTube channel. So just don't go to CTR. Go to CTR and then go subscribe to their channels, because they have way more content on their YouTube channels, Facebook, and all that good stuff like that. So go check them out.
Listen, here we are. Don't go anywhere, Dr. Tina, and then we'll be wrapping it up.
What's something people don't know about CTR Media Network? It's where content truly meets impact. At CTR Media Network, we believe in the power of stories. Our platform is a dynamic blend of education and entertainment, crafted to inspire and empower creators like you. From insightful podcasts to transformative videos, we offer a diverse range of content that helps you learn, grow, and thrive. Our mission? Innovating media, one story at a time. Imagine a place where your voice can reach millions, where your stories can reshape perspectives. That's CTR, create, thrive, redefine. Join a community of visionary creators and make your mark on the world. Because here at CTR Media Network, your content doesn't just entertain, it makes an impact. So, are you ready to create, thrive, and redefine? Dive in and discover a new world of possibilities, where content meets impact. CTR Media Network.
Yes, where content meets impact. CTR Media Network. Well, it has been an amazing, amazing night. Thank you so, so much. You are phenomenal. Thank you. You know that I love you. Listen. I think I can do it. Yeah, there we go.
It is. I learned it from the young people and Michelle Green. She do it a lot too.
All right. I love you. All right. We'll talk to you. All right.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Oh, listen, let's say goodbye to Dr. Tina J. Ramsay for coming through. Yes. We love it. We love it. We love it. So listen, guys, we will be back with you. And thank you, Dr. Tina, for coming through always, for shedding wisdom and words of encouragement and inspiration and being a podcaster. So don't forget, guys, pick up your book. And listen, I will be talking with you shortly. Y'all stay tuned. All right. I love you. Hang out with me.